ECB divergence on rate cut could spell trouble for the euro. So how will this impact the European investment?
Yeah, thank you, and thank you everyone for having me. Yeah, it's a really interesting divergence we've seen in potential policy from the Fed and the ECB over the course of really what's come to light over the course of the last 4 to 8 weeks. Because whereas we had very much a synchronized upswing, I think, in inflation, a coordinated sort of hiking cycle both sides of the Atlantic, we've now had sort of 3 months of inflation running a good deal hotter in the US. Whereas when a little bit closer to home in the UK and more broadly across Europe, the hikes that we saw come through last year seem to have tamed the inflation piece that little bit more. So it looks like the ECB will get going with rate cuts this June, as early as this June, whereas we're constantly seeing Fed expectations pushed out a little bit more towards the end of this year in December. Like you say, it's going to have some relatively meaningful consequences. We're not overly worried about a severely depreciating euro. I think currency volatility is very much front of mind because of what we've seen in Japan, and clearly a lot of yen weakness coming through there. But we very much see that it's a sort of the Fed is just going to be a little bit behind Europe rather than us seeing structurally different rates either side of the Atlantic. And I think that's when you would meaningfully worry for the euro. So if anything, actually the ECB getting going a little bit sooner, easing financial conditions for European companies, actually arguably I think it's a net probably a small positive for European equity markets.